make that run, is it a matter of having to respond to it on one end or be able to stop it from scoring on so many possessions in a row?
Yeah, we just didn't, we just got to learn those situations, man. Like, he's got it going and we got to be up and we got to be physical and we got to be intentional about what we're trying to get done. And we had a lull, but then we came back. You know, they got down 14 in that timeout. There's 6 something on the clock, and I just kept telling them to believe and to be together. And we came back and we fought, but it wasn't enough. And we need to learn. We need to learn how to like close the deal, and we didn't do that tonight.
Coach, in those situations late in the game, do you prefer have to slow down a bit, or with this being a young group, how do you want to approach the situation?
Yeah, I mean, if you're taking the ball out of the net, then you're going to have to play slow and you're going to have to execute. And our late game execution wasn't great. And in order to finish, you have to execute down the stretch. So, yeah, we want to get stops so we can go. But if we're not getting stops, there's no way to go.
Stephen, did that finish of that game kind of in some ways symbolize everything you guys, I mean, that shows the potential? I mean, you've had the close, the near wins against Denver and the Lakers, but you guys have to be able to finish this, and a lot of it does come down to learning and the team finishing it all together.
100%. Like I continue to say, there's definitely disappointment, but we're learning from these moments. And record aside, it's the hard play. It's the down the stretch of the game. Where am I supposed to be? What am I supposed to do? What are we trying to get to? And we're searching for that. We're searching for the like late game execution type stuff on both ends of the floor. And a lot of that is playing with each other as a group. A lot of that is going through it. A lot of that will be for us watching the film tomorrow and learning from the mistakes that we made. But again, there were some positives out on the floor, and we learned from the good stuff as well as the bad.
Coach, how do you fix the free throw issues?
I don't know. I mean, we shoot a bunch of free throws in practice. I've been with teams who have struggled from the line, and it's like both ways. Like if you put so much pressure on it, then it becomes worse. Or if you're not attentive to it, it can become worse. And for us right now, it's a mental barrier. And it really affects the game a lot, because possessions where we could get 1 or 2 points and the lead will go from 8 to 6, or the deficit will go from 8 to 6, or, their run will kind of stop and we'll make a couple free throws. It makes it hard, but yeah, missing 12 tonight and losing by 8 has been a story of ours this season. So I wish I had a better answer for you, but I've seen it year in and year out with certain teams that I've been with. And it's really just about getting over that mental barrier.
It seemed like in crunch time, there was a lot of pointing and directing from the guys on the floor. Do you feel like everyone was on the same page?
Not necessarily. We were calling plays and guys were trying to get to the right spots on the floor. And with that group on the floor, we need to be able to call a play and get to what we want to get to immediately. So again, that is a thing that we're going to have to go over. That's a thing that we're going to have to fix and understand the importance of morning walkthroughs when you're going through the plays that we're going to run late game, paying attention to those.
How did you feel Jalen handled the circumstances, and what was your feelings about the shout?
Oh, yeah, I didn't really pay attention to the shout, but I thought he handled himself well. I thought he was aggressive. I thought he was trying to put pressure on the defense. He got in transition, which is good for our group. Yeah, he was solid tonight. He was solid.
Stephen, what did you see from Cade Cunningham, who was in foul trouble early, but seemed to really kind of find his confidence and finish pretty smoothly in that fourth quarter?
Yeah, he's a good player. He's definitely a good player. He has size and uses his physicality, and he can shoot. So, yeah, I'm sure they'll have some battles in the future for sure. I was there for I was thinking about it today. I was there for LeBron and Melo's first matchup, and there was so much hype around it. It was national TV like this, and all the cameras were on those guys. And I looked it up today. I think LeBron had like 7 points. And, you know, these are moments that these guys go through, and I thought he handled it well.
On Jalen, two big scoring games, a lot of it was the three ball. Tonight, it kind of did feel like he was more of a complete game, I guess, for him.
Yeah, he was attacking. He was getting to the free throw line a little bit. I showed him earlier today his patience, when he's patient and kind of lets the spacing get to where it needs to be. Then the gaps open up a little bit for him, and he did that tonight. So that's definitely encouraging to show him one clip, and I think he did it 2 or 3 times tonight. So that's a big learning step for him.
Coach, how long do you think how many games it's going to take, before you can find the right rotation?
That's a good question. I mean, it seems like every game we've had at least one injury. So tonight was Alpi. Alpi was out. Last game, Eric and House were out. House was out the game before that. You know, Tice was out. So when I have a full group, then I'll have a good rotation. When I don't have a full group, the rotation's going to adjust based on you know, who's playing well and the groups that play well together. But it's impossible to do it when you have a new injury every night.